I am the CFO of this damn company, and that is incredible because I was told I was not good enough and I was not strong enough. I was told to this by my mother. How would that make you feel? I was the third of 3 boys. My brothers were, they were expected to get A's. They went off and became doctors. I was expected to get B's. I was 11 years old. I get a call from the township soccer team. They want me to try out for the travel soccer team. And I was so excited. It was like, great. I was going to try out and I was going to be on the travel soccer team. And I was all excited. I get off the phone and I tell my mother. And my mother says, do they really want you? Why do they want you? And right, why do they want you? And so I end up calling him back and I end up saying, I don't want to do it. I back down. And this is my mother, the person that's supposed to make me feel safe and make me build me up, not cut me down. And it hurt. I remember the pain that it felt that my mother would do this to me. I remember I was 18 years old, going off to college, and my mother, I hear her on the phone, and she says to the person on the phone, if he doesn't get at least a 3.0, I'm pulling him out of that school. I heard it, I never confronted her, but I was like a punch in the gut. But I knew I would get through. I knew that I would end up graduating. And I graduated, got my accounting degree, I got my CPA, started my career, and then I made the worst decision of my life. I ended up going to work with my family. Worst mistake. I ended up working with them for a long time, and it had a toll. My mother would say to me, you're not good with people. You don't know how to deal with people. She also said that you'll never succeed outside of here. It was a very dark place because I would come home, I wouldn't be confident. My family, I want to apologize to them for not being stronger and better for them at that time. I want to thank my wife, my beautiful wife. She always said, you're stronger than this, you're better than this, you're smarter than this. And I remember sitting, she would tell me this for years, but I remember the time I would be sitting I was sitting on the couch late at night and I said, I have to make a change. The change I made was I went back to graduate school. I go back to graduate school. I was 45. It was 23 years after I've ever sat in the classroom. I was scared. I was afraid. I sat in that classroom with people who were 20 years younger than me. How am I going to compete with them? Well, I had my first class. I got an A, ended up with a 3.9, ended up getting a new job as a CFO, left the family business. I was on my way. Then I get the call from Ellie. He wants me to come on as the CFO. I was so unbelievably excited. I was so excited because I was going to make a difference. I was going to really have an impact on the company. So I go in there, and then I realize when I get there are a lot of challenges there. The finance department needed to be reorganized. Culture needed to be changed. I had the banks breathing down my neck. I had vendors calling for money constantly. I also was sitting there realizing that every day, if I made the wrong decision, it could cripple the company. I couldn't go around with being nervous, showing that there was anything wrong, because if the money man's nervous or doesn't, then everyone, it could have rippling effects. Well, I was strong enough. I was good enough, because today the banks aren't breathing down my necks. The vendors aren't breathing down the necks. The culture is changing. The finance department is running like a well-oiled machine. So my message to you is this: if there is somebody out there that is keeping you down, is not building you up, you can do it. Just find that fire, find that fuel to get you to the next level. I am the CFO of this company, and I am here to stay.